Can you believe it? Right in the heart of Wuhan, once the pride of China's rapid rise, lies a ghost city. Tens of thousands once lived here in neatly planned communities, yet overnight everything vanished. Entire blocks now sit abandoned, so eerie that even for free, no one dares to move in. Locals call it Wuhan's #1 ghost city. From above, it looks peaceful. Up close, weeds choke the paths, windows are black, walls peel, and silence hangs heavy. I visited Doucun Village in Nanjing, once called the Village in the Sky. Before 2015, more than 2,000 people lived here. But one stormy night, every single resident disappeared, never to return. 10 years later, the mountain village still stands empty, wrapped in mystery. In Jinan, rows of million-dollar villas perch on Langmao Mountain, boasting breathtaking views. Yet they're deserted, left to rot while grass grows waist-high. People online say the government should rent them cheap, but the rich would rather let them decay than open the gates. Ghost villages are everywhere. Ancient towns swallowed by moss, luxury estates abandoned mid-construction, modern neighborhoods turned into silent ruins. Some vanished due to migration or disaster, others remain unexplained. Like in Huangshan, Anhui, where over 1,200 villagers vanished overnight in 2006, leaving meals on the table and homes untouched. Even Unit 749, the Bureau for Supernatural Phenomena, failed to uncover the truth. Shitan town in Ningxia once held nearly 200,000 people, with schools, factories, hospitals, theaters. Now it's a frozen city of dust and cobwebs. Power lines and lamps still stand, but no voices remain. Walking its streets feels like stepping into the ruins of an industrial dream. And in Shenyang, beside scenic Chipan Mountain, stands Liaoning's largest abandoned villa project. Once a 3 billion yuan luxury community, construction halted overnight. For 20 years, its skeletons have loomed like a giant graveyard in the forest. China's ghost cities are more than empty buildings. They are puzzles of fear, greed, migration, and mystery. Each one whispers the same haunting question: why did everyone leave? Over the past 3 decades, China's massive rural-to-urban migration has drained the lifeblood of the countryside. More than 300 million villagers left for cities, but few ever returned. Fields lie abandoned, schools and clinics shut down, and in many places only the elderly remain in empty houses. Some regions are now known as no-birth villages, where not a single child has been born in years. A 2022 survey found over 80,000 villages have already become, or are on the verge of becoming, dead villages. Drone footage shows entire rural regions cloaked in darkness at night, with only faint lights from scattered elderly households surviving on subsidies. Once bustling counties in Henan, Sichuan, and Guangxi now resemble ghost stops for passing trucks. Local markets are hollow shells, governance has collapsed, and farmland is left uncultivated. This collapse is tied directly to China's reckless real estate boom. Between 2001 and 2020, China built nearly half the world's new housing, much of it empty ghost developments. Up to 600 million units sit unsold or abandoned, inflating a property bubble that has already sunk giants like Evergrande and pushed Country Garden and Vanke to the brink. Meanwhile, population decline is accelerating. Births fell to just 9 million in 2023, the lowest since 1949, while marriages halved in a decade. Independent demographers warn China's real population may be hundreds of millions lower than official claims, with pandemic deaths and emigration quietly erased from records. The crisis is visible everywhere: ghost villages in the countryside, empty malls in megacities, and fading consumer life in once vibrant Shanghai. Bloggers show deserted shopping centers where entire floors sit dark, restaurants run at 20% capacity, and even luxury hotels struggle to stay afloat. A large number of Chinese bloggers have recently discovered that there is no one in the south, no one in the north, no one in the city, and no one in the countryside, and questioned the authenticity of the official claim by the Chinese Communist Party that there are 1.4 billion people. A large number of unmanned villages are spread all over the country, and there are also a large number of unmanned villages in Beijing. According to the Beijing News, on March 20th, the Statistical Bulletin of Beijing's National Economic and Social Development in 2024 was released. At the end of 2024, the permanent population of Beijing was 21.832 million, a decrease of 26,000 from the end of the previous year. The birth rate of the permanent population was 6.09 per thousand. The death rate was 6.08 per thousand, and the natural growth rate was 0.01 per thousand. It is worth mentioning that the official data of the Chinese Communist Party are generally questioned by the outside world. A large number of bloggers on mainland social platforms have posted a large number of unmanned villages in Beijing, some of which are ancient houses and some are modern rural houses. According to the video, there are many unmanned villages in the Decay area in western Beijing. Some villages have only one family left, and some are full of luxurious courtyards, but no one lives there. There are also villages where the houses are intact and the furniture is still there, and more than 100 households have all left. Where have all the people gone? A large uninhabited village was found in Shanghai. Last year, the number of deaths was higher than the number of births. More than one uninhabited village was found in Shanghai, China's largest city. Some mainland bloggers called on the Shanghai government to reflect on it. If it continues like this, it will become an empty city. The Third Eye platform of Clean World recently launched a video message. In Shanghai, where every inch of land is valuable, it is hard to imagine that there are still large, abandoned, uninhabited villages, and there is more than one. According to the video, most of the houses in the village are small row buildings, and there are also large, independent 2- or 3-story buildings. The blogger who filmed the video said as he walked that this is a ghost village in Maogang Town, Songjiang District, Shanghai. No one lives here anymore, and all the houses are empty. Things have changed. After the outbreak of the Wuhan pneumonia epidemic, the population of Shanghai dropped sharply. Many bloggers said that Shanghai has no one. How prosperous it used to be, now it is dead. Shanghai has a population of more than 30 million, but there are no people on the streets, no roads, and no people in the stores. Another blogger said that the Shanghai government should reflect on it. If it continues like this, it will become an empty city. According to data released by the Shanghai Statistics Bureau in 2024, the number of non-local permanent residents in Shanghai was 9.8349 million, a decrease of 485,000 from 2020 when the epidemic began. There were 118,000 births and 156,000 deaths among the permanent population. For many consecutive years, the number of deaths has exceeded the number of births, and the population has shown negative growth. It is well known that the CCP has always falsified data, and the actual situation can only be worse. A large number of uninhabited villages in China have been discovered. Not only are there uninhabited villages in Beijing and Shanghai, but mainland bloggers have recently released videos questioning where the 1.4 billion people have gone. They filmed a large number of uninhabited villages in many provinces such as Hunan. One blogger lamented, "It feels like the end of the world is coming now." The People's Daily, a platform for Clean World, released a video message on March 17th, saying that China's population has dropped sharply and uninhabited villages are spread all over the country. Mainland bloggers have released videos one after another in which they have filmed a large number of uninhabited villages, abandoned houses, and people don't know where they have gone. Because the CCP has been concealing the truth, uninhabited villages have become an unsolved mystery. According to the video, there are a large number of uninhabited villages in many provinces such as Hunan, Hubei, Henan, Hebei, Guangxi, and Yunnan. Analysts believe that the scale of China's population decline is very large. It is obvious that after 3 years of the epidemic, from cities to rural areas, the depression is visible. Since the outbreak of the epidemic in 2020, the outside world has been unable to know the actual number of deaths from the epidemic because the CCP has been concealing the truth about the epidemic. It feels like the end of the world is coming. Facing a row of neatly arranged 3-story buildings, another blogger introduced that the place he was filming was called Simingshan Village. It is now also called an uninhabited village because there is no one here. The grass in front of the buildings has grown tall, and some houses have no gates. Such a large village, now basically no one is there. Simingshan has many small rivers, arch bridges, and a large empty square. Such a large village is empty. Only birds can be heard. The empty village feels eerie and scary at night. The blogger said, "It feels like the end of the world is coming." The reporter searched Baidu Encyclopedia and found that Simingshan Village is located in the western semi-mountainous area of Jishigang Town, Yinzhou District, Ningbo City, Zhejiang Province. In 2006, the village achieved a total economic income of 92.91 million yuan, and the per capita net income of farmers was 8,605 yuan. The village has 413 households, 1,132 people, and 1,027 mu of cultivated land. It has won so-called honorary titles, such as the Comprehensive Well-Off Construction Demonstration Village, organized by the Communist Party of China. The uninhabited village is so quiet that it makes people creepy. Another male blogger said that on the way to a self-driving tour in Hunan, I actually found a large area of uninhabited houses. A 6-story building was covered with weeds outside the building. Walking into an abandoned room, I found a large number of leftover items, and the wardrobe and bed were full of clothes. I don't know what happened here. Moreover, this uninhabited village has a large number of similar 6-story buildings, and there are many buildings inside that have not been seen. Facing a row of beautiful-looking independent small buildings, another male blogger said, "Today I came to an uninhabited village, a hollow village. It's very beautiful, but no one lives there. These are the epitome of China's future rural areas, all empty." There are also bloggers who said that drones found the largest uninhabited village in Shenzhen. Many buildings have been damaged, but there are also many intact and luxurious buildings which are also empty. The village is called Dian and has more than 100 households. Walking into the village, it is so quiet that it makes people creepy. If it was the government's expropriation, why didn't it develop into an ancient village scenic spot? Everything is a mystery. Does China still have 1.4 billion people? Since the outbreak of the new crown, CCP virus in China in 2019, the CCP has concealed the truth about the epidemic, and the number of people who died in the country during the 3-year epidemic has always been a mystery to the outside world. Many mainland netizens also questioned the current CCP's claim of 1.4 billion people, speculating that China currently has only 800 million or 1 billion people. Musk's artificial intelligence reasoning model Grok 3 recently calculated astonishing data. Based on the Chinese people's New Year consumption data and passenger volume, GDP growth rate, unemployment rate, etc., Grok 3 calculated that China's population decreased by 150 million to 200 million during the 3-year epidemic. A lot of information shows that China's population has indeed decreased dramatically. Recently, many bloggers on mainland social platforms said that Henan, Shandong, Hebei, Heilongjiang, Jilin, and Liaoning have begun to merge villages and towns, and these 6 provinces have taken the lead. Tencent's recent article also stated that there are more and more shrinking cities, and many places have begun to remove districts and restore counties.